I think I've kind of accidentally constructed a little bit of a dart right here. Hey guys, Spacefish here, bringing you another episode of Kerbal Space Program in the career mode. We're right back here, guys, where we left off in orbit of Kerbin last time. We didn't really end up totally finishing everything up. I was looking to go around the planet, that's what I remember. I was looking to go around the planet and actually go and get some more scientific data, which we've already done this experiment, apparently. So guys, the first thing you'll probably notice is I've actually changed something. If you're not watching any of my other series, you won't know that already. I have actually swapped my microphone to the blue snowball to try and improve the audio even more for you guys. I hope you guys like the way this turned out, and yeah, that's basically the only thing that changed since last episode. Other than that, everything's still pretty much the same. Now, let me just go ahead, guys, and time warp around the planet for a second here, because we're probably gonna orbit the Kerbin like once or something, and I'm gonna try to go and get some EVA reports going above every biome. I'm quite sure that crew reports, yeah, just above Kerbin's mountains. I don't think we've got that one yet. So that's really a good way to gain some science. I think we'll have like so many tons of science when we come back to Kerbin. But looking at the crew report, no, this does not give us any new data, so that's definitely a good thing to know. Now back there is the moon. We definitely want to go there very soon. But for the time being, guys, let's just time warp once more. I'm just going to do this really quickly, so I'm not going to bore you guys, and I'm going to try and get as much science out of it as I can. I already stored, okay. So we've apparently done a report above the grasslands already. The desert should be a new thing though, so that's definitely where... Is this like an intermediate biome, or is there just like desert and grasslands? No, that's deserts, okay. We've not done deserts yet though, so that's another one right there in our pod. I'm just gonna keep time warping here. I'm not quite sure there's actually any other biomes. This should be Kerbal Space Center, right? I think down there is Kerbal Space Center somewhere. No. Over there, okay. Let's have a look if we can do any reports whatsoever up here that we've not got yet. I don't think so. Just above Kerbin's deserts, we've already got that one. So that's not going to be new scientific data for us. And over here is going to come Kerbal Space Center, which should be like right around here, I think. Where is it? No? There? Oh yeah, right there. If you guys look like very closely, there's like a small light down there. I'm just gonna double check if I can get any scientific data up here, but I think for the time being we've probably... Kerbin's Highlands, I think we've got that one. Actually we don't. Okay, sweet. I really thought we had that crew report, apparently not, or EVA report rather. Now, there's definitely more crew reports, or EVA reports you can do in orbit around Kerbin, but they're more like around the poles and such, so I think I've pretty much covered all the biomes over here, because like I've got the shores, I think I've got the waters, seas, whatever as well, right? Yeah, just above Kerbin's water, I've got that one. Now, other than that, I've got everything over here. No, everything should be fine, basically. Now, let's just time warp back into the light. I think we've got all the data we need, so that's going to be totally fine. So, back on the bright side of Kerbin, that was a lag right there. Jeez. Okay, so I do want to quickly check everything, guys, before we deorbit, because I don't want to mess up anything while going down towards Kerbin, guys. Now the heat shield's definitely at the right, at the right position, which is very important, obviously. Wait. Okay, this has rendered useless. Okay, so Nothing to use there. Well, this one has probably rendered useless as well. At least it's not doing anything for me. Now we've got the liquid fuel, we've got the coupler, we've got the drag chutes. We've got the stuff for the Science Junior, and we've got the parachute itself. So that's all set up nice and well. We've moved all the scientific data over here as well, which should be fine too. Now we've not got that much fuel remaining, but honestly guys, we just need to barely skip the atmosphere, so it'll end up slowly slowing us down. That's going to be totally fine, and I think it's actually probably going to be enough to actually be slowed down quite a hell of a lot. It's definitely going to be sufficient amounts of fuel right here, I think. So one thing I do want to do real quick is I want to have Jeb do a last TVA, just have some fun real quick while we're still out here. And preferably not float away from the rocket like that. Just like, I would love to take a screenshot right here guys, but I don't remember how to get rid of the interface, so guess not. But back there floats our rocket and slowly floating away from us, so definitely something to keep in mind. I don't want to get lost out here. Or shift. I'm always trying to press spacebar. Alright, that was just a little last flight out here in orbit with Jeb. I'm sure we're going to get back with him eventually, but for the time being, that was his last flight in... Whoa, that was his last EVA in Kerbal orbit. Now, we're kind of on the other side of Kerbal, but I don't really mind too much. I'm thinking, though, it would be advantageous for us if... I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking it would probably be advantageous for us if we landed on water. Because I'm actually quite scared of this department exploding upon landing. So I'd rather have it really as safe as I can. So I'm actually gonna time warp like just a little more. Till we're like, oh, so there's, wait. So there's like different radio towers on Kerbal, or what's this? I was thinking this line was actually going like through the planet. So, well, that like KC was over there and the line just went through. But apparently there's like separate radio stations on the planet. Is that a thing? I'm not quite sure, guys. I'm feeling that's a thing, so that's actually really nice. Wait, let me double check something here real quick, guys. Okay, no. I just had a terrible feeling that I might have my mic muted in the recording. That would have been terrible, bad, but we're totally fine. So I'm gonna just align retrograde real quick here, guys. A little too quick, it seems. And then we're soon gonna start our deorbit burn, get back to Kerbal, and hopefully get some good use out of that science. Now I'm just gonna do the deorbit burn right here so I can actually see whereabouts I'm going to re-enter the atmosphere. Because I do want to kind of get us to land on water. Just to be sure, guys. Like, maybe we could actually land on, well, land as well. But honestly, I don't really want to risk it. I'm just gonna do it like this. That's gonna be totally fine. And as I said, the fuel's actually way more than enough. That's totally fine right here. So I'm just gonna time warp till we get into the atmosphere, so I can see about where we'll end up and kind of make some adjustments if we need them. But I feel we should land somewhat over here, so that should be totally fine. Now, let me just realign this, and we're going to do the atmospheric entry really slowly. I know I could time warp and everything, guys, but honestly, I'd rather not have that. It's always kind of risky time warping on re-entry, I feel, so I'd rather be safe than sorry. So, last check, I think we've got everything, everything done. Our batteries actually recharged as well from that last little burn, so that's totally fine. Did they? Negative? No, okay. For some reason, when I actually activate my engines, this indicates negative 0.36. Maybe this is like a usage indicator, so it uses less than 0, so because it generates electricity is what I'm thinking. That would probably be the only logical explanation right there. I think I'm actually just gonna burn a little more. I'm actually gonna use I'm actually gonna use all the fuel, guys, just to get rid of all the fuel. Use everything, because why not? This is gonna burn up upon re-entry anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. And then again, it'll also help us slow down a little bit, already lose some delta V, so that's gonna be totally fine. Now this stage we don't need it anymore, so we're gonna get, wait, let me double check. Okay, we're gonna get rid of it right here. And here's kind of the main stage with the ablator. I hope this is all gonna be totally stable and everything, guys, and nothing's gonna flip, but I do have an inline reaction wheel right here, so the force from that should definitely be enough for keeping us stable, I hope. Now, well, I'd honestly love to actually accelerate this a little bit, guys, but I really don't want to risk anything. Wait, let's just like very slowly, very slowly accelerate this and realign ourselves as we get lower into the atmosphere. Whenever I see the first flare of heat, which is right here, I'm just gonna stop accelerating, because like, maybe this is not as risky as I'm thinking, but honestly, seriously, if I'm gonna flip while I'm actually having to dissipate all the heat with my heat shield and explode, I'm gonna be so pissed, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna do it real slow and real calm. We've got all the time, we've got tons of more time for episodes and everything, and something was overheating right there. I don't like that something was overheating right now. Nothing's overheating anymore. That might have been the parachute, but I saw a heat indicator somewhere, so definitely not ideal, and we're just very unstable. Jesus. Like, very unstable. Like, we're literally so unstable. I think I've kind of accidentally constructed a little bit of a dart right here. This is not willing to go into the center line. Okay, I'm just gonna deploy the drag chutes. So that should be fine for us. Those are gonna put us into the right position. Jeez. That was scary. That was really scary. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the heat shield on this thing, I think, just to try and, well, yeah, why not? I can obviously recover the heat shield as well should it survive, so no reason not to leave it on. Now, it should be safe for these to deploy already. It definitely is. Let's just do the wiggly thing again. There we go. Oh, jeez. I don't want to keep wiggling, though. Ooh, Jeb. Jeb's having fun, okay. So, this thing is looking to be fine, that's nice. Now, let's stabilize this. I'm deploying the main chute as well, just to be sure, and this thing's still falling slower than us. It's freaking crazy. Alright, I'm just gonna accelerate for... Oh, okay, Jesus Christ, I totally forgot these inflated at a higher altitude. Ooh, okay. Oh, here comes the Science Junior. Jeez, bye-bye. Holy Jesus, guys. Okay. 400, 500, 600 should be inflating soon, like the parachute. Yeah, okay. That's totally fine. Now, I am gonna time warp down to a level where our main parachute is going to inflate as well, which is going to be right here-ish. Alright, nice. That looks to be working very well. Now... what now? I'm really not sure, guys, when to accelerate. Oh, jeez. When to accelerate and when not to. But this thing is literally like floating. It like overtook me and was floating down there for like literally 10 seconds, and now I'm overtaking it once again, and like another few seconds. Okay, so I'm just gonna time warp to a point where we are getting somewhat close to the sea. What's that? What the literal hell is that? Oh, that's okay. That's called a shadow, I guess. I was thinking that was some kind of, I don't know, animals. I don't even know. Looked so weird. I just noticed that's about what my crafts look like, so it's probably more the shadows of my rocket parts. So I'm just gonna coast down till we're just about to land, which is gonna be right here. And I'm gonna hope that everything's gonna go well. Ooh. Okay, everything survived. The service bay's still there. The rocket's still alive. Jeb's still alive. Yay. Sweet. Now, I'm just gonna have to zoom out here real quick because I wanna see. The thing is, I can only do 5. Oh, Jesus. I'm thinking we're gonna have to let this coast down slowly, guys. Probably just gonna do a little cut right here, and whenever that Science Junior lands, I'm gonna be right back with you guys. Alright, guys, back we are with the Science Junior just about to land, and I hope it's gonna be fine and not explode yet again. Yeah, that was smooth. Sweet, so we're gonna be able to recover that as well and get some more money back. Now, for the time being, I'm gonna recover the pod. That's definitely the main thing and the most important thing right here. And I'm gonna have a look how much science we gained, because I think it was an awful lot of science. Actually, it was not that oh, no, it was. Okay. Wait. Did we? I think we had some good tons of science before, maybe? Because it says like 77.8 science added, so, or earned. But we've got 157 science points at the moment, guys, so that's definitely some good stuff we can research right here. Now, parts, we got a little bit back. We've actually got quite some funds yet again, I think. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to have a look, but I think this is quite some money. Crew-wise, ooh, Jeb advanced to level 1, that's sweet. Now, I'm gonna have to look what that actually does for us, but he leveled up, apparently. First thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go to the tracking station. I'm going to recover this Science Junior as well. And I think that's giving us some money. Yeah, we definitely gained a few funds. I think we were at 191,000. Now we're at 192,000. So it's not the biggest amount of money, but still, we got some money back, so that's totally fine. Now I'm going to go to the astronaut complex real quick and have a look at Jeb, because huh. I'm not sure. What does this leveling up do for me? Stability assist, prograde, retrograde hold, full vessel control without comet access. Yeah, but like, huh. Let me have a look at this guy. Ooh, okay. I think by leveling up, we can actually now hold the prograde and the retrograde. I think that's what that actually did for us. That's sweet. That's really, really sweet. It's like the resource convert and the drill efficiency stuff interests me as well. I'm definitely interested into what that stuff's going to be, but we're going to have a look at that in the future. Now, one thing I do actually want to have a look at is I think I can upgrade this as well. Oh, that's just how much science I can store in here. Kerbal EVAs can collect surface samples. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I think I want that before I go to the moon. Oh. Resource transfer available. Okay, I'm not quite sure how this would be connected to the resource transfer, but honestly, I think I really want... Ooh. But I honestly think, guys, that I want to upgrade this before we go to the moon, because surface samples yield like so much science. Like, it would actually be very worth it. Now we've got 157 science, which is tons, and I'm gonna have a look at what we're gonna research right here, guys. I definitely want to go for the advanced rocketry, because these engines are like super nice for a moon lander, so I'm definitely going to go for that. Electrics. This is going to add solar panels, which is a must-have for moon missions. I'm going to go for that, definitely. And then 22.6 science left only? Jeez. Okay, that was spent like so quickly right there. Okay, what do we have here? That's like basic aviation, for example. Okay. General construction is the bigger stuff, which we're gonna need. Yeah, we're probably gonna need the bigger stuff once we're at like. It's like all the small. Ooh, what the hell? Okay, so like right here, you, for example, you get the skipper engine and the poodle engine already, but you don't even get the big tanks. Where do you get the big tanks from? Ah, fuel systems, okay. Alright, well, I'm not sure. I'm thinking I might want aviation soon, so I can actually go ahead and do all the contract stuff right here that I have. Because, let me see. Right here, we've got the... Okay, what's this about? Huh. Keep them alive and show them a good time. Complete space travel engineering. Okay, so it's like suborbital space flight and then they're happy, or what? I'm not sure, but I'm thinking I probably need the big pots to be able to do that, because right now in the small pod I can only fit one Kerbal, and that's going to have to be the pilot, so that's not going to work. Now, what else do we have? I think, oh yeah, I've got the active ones as well, jeez. Observational survey. Crew reports and flights near these zones and stuff. And that's like kind of stuff that I would actually probably want to plane for. Huh. It's all tourist stuff, ferry to tourists, explore the moon. Okay. It's like nothing I would like really seriously badly want to go for, honestly. But then again, I really want to upgrade this before going to the moon, because like that would be so much money. Right here, we've returned to the surface from orbit. Oh yeah, I think the previous achievements we actually got last episode probably are not saved anymore, guys, because I actually had a break in between. So we can't see them right here, but we obviously gained some good amounts of money from other achievements as well. So the question is now what? What are we gonna do to try and earn some money? Am I gonna try and earn some money? It's another good question. What I'm thinking would be an option as well would be just building a craft to go and orbit the moon and then come back. If that yields some good money achievements, that might be a thing. Ooh, explore the moon, that yields so much money though. I really want to upgrade this thing, but I'm like seriously not sure how to gain these crazy amounts of money, guys. It's like, for example, if I had a plane, I could already gain like 10, 20, it's like 60,000 funds from that. It's like not that much either, honestly. It's honestly not that much either. What else do we have? We could do the fuel booster thing, obviously, which would be like another 20,000, so we'd be at like 80,000. I'm not actually sure we can upgrade this for the time being. I'm thinking we're probably gonna have to go to the moon first. Wait, how much time do we have for this one? Prestige expires. I'm just gonna accept it. Okay. Wait, that's when I... Oh, it never expires. Okay, cool. So these we've got like tons of time for it, to be honest, so we don't have to do them right away. Suborbital trajectory. Okay. So like suborbital trajectory basically means in space high over Kerbal, right? I think that's what this means. These actually yield tons of money as well. Still, oh, the advance from the Mun mission was actually quite high. So if I were to complete these two, and I would somewhat get some planes going as well, or somehow like finish these 3 contracts as well, and do the solar fuel boosters thing maybe, I would actually have enough to upgrade the research facility as well. So that might just be something that I might want to do. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and do the test solid fuel booster thing here. So wait, test in Kerbal suborbital. Oh jeez, no. What? Suborbital? Suborbital? How is that suborbital? Okay. Well, that's a little higher than I actually expected, guys. So I think I'm just gonna think about if we're actually going to go ahead and grind some more contracts or not, guys. I'm not quite sure yet. For the time being, we definitely gained some good amounts of science and got quite a bit further into the rocket parts and everything. So we've basically got all the parts we would need for a moonlander, I think. The one thing I'm not quite sure about is if we've actually got the legs or not. Let me just have a look at that. We've got micro landing struts only. Those are like super small, I think. Oh no. Like honestly, that's gonna be totally fine. If we're just gonna use like 4 or even more of these, that's gonna be totally fine. But guys, this episode has already been going on for like 25 minutes, I think, so I don't want to extend it too far. We definitely got back from orbit this episode. Everything went totally fine. I even got the Science Junior back, so that's definitely a plus. As I said, guys, I'm gonna consider what we're gonna do for next episode, if we're actually gonna end up grinding a few more contracts, get some more funds rolling in and upgrade that research facility, or if we're actually just gonna go for building a moonlander and trying to go to the moon right away. I'm gonna have a look at that in the next episode, but for the time being I'm going to wrap it up right here. I hope you guys actually enjoy this episode. If you did, please feel free to go ahead and leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment down below of what you guys think we should do next. Would you rather go for grinding some more contracts and actually being able to take some surface samples of the moon on our first mission as well, or would you rather prefer to actually go for the moon right away, because that's like more interesting to you, or you would actually like to see that? Let me know down below in the comments. And other than that, guys, I'm gonna see you all in the next episode.